Power 106, LA's #1 for hip hop. This Brown Bag Mornings.
Yes,
And you
sir.
already know this weekend the fight is going down. Jaime Munguía versus Sergey Derevyachenko. Yes, I studied how to say that name so I can say it right.
You said it great.
Yes. And in with us, we have president of Golden Boy, Eric Gómez. Eric, thank you so much for coming.
Thank you for coming. Thank you for coming, bro.
Eric, it's really cool to see you. A couple things, okay? And let me just throw it here just so the nerves go already, right? It was post-fight conference of Ryan Garcia, and then it went viral. No one from Golden Boy's there. And I was like, dude, Eric is right there. Jane is right there. But I feel if people don't know who is who, they only think Oscar is Golden Boy or Bernard is Golden Boy. But it's like you're the president of Golden Boy sitting right next to Ryan, you know?
Thank you for that.
Yes.
You're absolutely right. Everybody from Golden Boy was there.
Yeah.
Our entire team was there.
And that's
the only person that wasn't there was Oscar. But I was on stage with Ryan. Jane was there, who's our PR manager. Marilyn Aceves was there, one of our high-ranking
execs in the company,
Rob Gaspari. So everybody was there. Emotions get the better of him. Nobody likes to lose.
Yeah.
It is what it is. But you know what, though? It was a great event.
Yeah.
Very successful. Made a lot of money.
Everyone was looking forward to that fight.
Yeah.
The successful part was that everyone had been talking about it for most of their careers, and they gave it to us, you know?
Yes.
A lot of times we have these theoretical fights. What if so-and-so fights so-and-so? And it would be so cool if this happened. And it actually happened, you know?
It did.
Yeah.
And, we put all the politics aside, and we knew what the fans wanted. And that's what we're all about. We want to give the fans those fights. We want to give them. Unfortunately, sometimes it's the team members.
Yeah.
They get involved, and they put the kibosh on making these fights happen. But one thing holds true: when the two fighters want to fight each other,
they'll make it
they happen.
Yeah.
They happen, no matter what.
And you guys created a cultural event. Like, you guys made Vegas fight weekend for the first time in I don't know how long. There was a buzz.
You know what's
in
funny?
there.
You know what's funny? I'm glad you say that. This is the first fight, and I've been doing this for 25 years. This is the first fight that was heavily promoted on social media.
True.
Yeah.
Because it's a new era.
It's new age.
Yeah.
It's a new era. Even back when we were doing the big fights with Canelo.
Yeah.
There's social media, but it wasn't
It
as
wasn't
prominent.
there. That wasn't the
as
first
big.
platform.
This one, it happened organically through social media.
Yeah.
And it helped that, Ryan's a big star on social media, Gervonta as well. It was just a great event, and it just shows that when you do these big fights, the people will come out. They'll spend money.
Exactly.
Even watching like those all accesses, the behind the scenes type of things, those episodes, right? And they're only 2, and you can only get so much if you're looking at that. But on social media, it's a constant storyline. It's a constant trying to see what's going down. And I think for better or for worse, Golden Boy knows how to deal with all the eyes being on you guys all the time for any little thing, and I'm sure it's the thickest skin you must have to be president of Golden Boy, because since the beginning it's been some shit, excuse my language.
All the time. You get there's a lot of haters, obviously, but we have a lot of supporters as well.
Yeah.
But the thing is and I'll steal a line from Dave Chappelle. They can talk shit on Twitter all they want. That place doesn't exist.
Real
Twitter doesn't exist. It's not a
That's a good point.
planet. It's not a place. It doesn't exist. So I don't care. They can talk whatever they want. It's fine. It's fine. It's all good.
Yeah.
As long as they're talking, that means that they're paying attention. So.
Right.
Yeah.
It's crazy. I look at boxing, let's look at it Marvel Universe or whatever. And at times, Golden Boy seems like it's pitted as the villain. And it's but even Magneto has fans, even Joker has fans. And it's so crazy that sometimes it feels like it's unwarranted, but almost we understand it and no one but us can really handle this at points. I'm sure there's so many other promotional companies. There's so many other type of management companies that may not even have what it takes. They might have the talent on their roster, but they don't have what it takes to live in this era of boxing.
No, they don't. And, look, we started from scratch. It's a Latino-owned company.
Yeah.
Predominantly Latinos working for the company.
Yep.
And we're very proud of that. We're very proud of that. And we had to go against the Bob Arams, the Don Kings, you name it. And we're holding our own. We're one of the best companies in the world. And, it's a lot of hard work, and you get criticized a lot, and you can't always make moves that make everybody happy.
Yeah.
But we're always going to look for those big fights. That's what we want for our fighters.
Yeah.
I love that.
You mentioned that you've been in the game 25 years.
Yeah.
But you've also known Oscar since you guys were 5.
5 years old, yeah.
Let's talk about that.
Ford Boulevard Elementary.
Yeah, what's Eric Gomez's
And
story?
East
Like,
LA.
how did you get here?
We met in the playground when we were 5 years old.
Wow.
Yeah. So we've been friends ever since. And, look, I've been fortunate enough and blessed that he gave me an opportunity 25 years ago to work with him.
Yeah.
We grew up together. We were friends. Those Olympic years were great, beautiful. And I like talking about it because I like to remind people that he came from the same background that a lot of us did.
Yeah.
People see Oscar now or the new generation. They
Right.
forget. They don't know that we came from nothing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We had the same struggles.
Mm-hmm.
Garfield High School, Griffith Junior High School.
Shout out Garfield High School.
A lot of people, they see Oscar as a celebrity now,
Mm-hmm.
and he's a multimillionaire
remove
celebrity.
him from-
they remove
yeah.
him. They don't know that once he was poor. We were fucking
Yeah.
poor. Sorry.
No,
No,
you're
it's
good. You're
okay.
good. You're good.
And it's a beautiful story. He worked his butt off, and I'm proud of what he's accomplished, and I'm proud to be with him after all these years. And giving these fighters opportunities because
Yeah.
these fighters, a lot of them, they come from nothing.
Yeah. How did you transition from friend? Because it's like we all have friends.
And then
right?
we put friends in positions sometimes, and
Yeah.
that don't work, Eric.
Yeah.
Of course,
So,
it doesn't
yeah.
work.
Exactly.
It
What-
So
doesn't.
for you to be able to not just get the position, but like rise to the occasion,
Yeah.
become president of Golden Boy, that says something.
yeah.
For me, I just don't take it for granted. For me, I know my position.
Mm-hmm.
He's the person. He's the star,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm just here to help him.
Yeah.
And I tell myself every day, and I have to remind myself, he gave me this opportunity. I have to take advantage of it. I have to produce.
Yeah.
I'm happy to say he's never given me anything. I've earned it.
Mm.
Yep.
I put in the work.
I feel
Yep.
that.
You can ask
not a
Anthony.
handout,
Me and
yeah.
Anthony are the first ones in the office every day.
Yep.
Yeah.
And I'm proud of that. I got to get up. I have a family. I have kids. I want them to see me.
Yeah.
That I put in my work. And I'm proud of that.
Yeah.
I love that.
And in 2016, you got promoted to president,
Yes.
right?
yes.
So talk to me about that day specifically, because it was all over the news and everything. And it's like, how did you feel like earning that trust from Oscar and the whole company to be like, this is our president?
It was good. I felt blessed. It was a lot of work, a lot of sleepless nights,
Yeah.
a lot of trial and error. I think he recognized the work that I put in, the accomplishments, and you have to earn it, man. Nobody gives it to you.
Mm-hmm.
But that's the beautiful thing about this country. I mean, you put in the work, you're gonna get recognized.
Yeah.
And that's all that's all I've ever done, and I've put that as my work ethic. If you do good things, and after so many great events, so many champions we've made from all over the world.
Oh yeah.
I think he recognized, what, he's the guy. So I appreciate that. I thank him every day. I thank my blessings, and it's a good feeling.
Nice.
Eric, did you ever think of boxing? I want to know, like, Eric, because when you're like, it was a beautiful time in the Olympics, and then you're like beautiful, and I was just like, I'm like, no, what was that like? Like,
My
did
mom-
you ever
I'll
try?
I'll tell you a story. Yeah. I'll tell you a story. We were 7 years old, and Oscar invited me to the boxing gym for the first time.
Wow.
So here we go after school. We went to the gym, and they had me work out. They had me in front of the mirror. They taught me how to stand.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, throw a jab, take a step, throw a jab, take a step. And I did it. And then, and it was fun. And we worked out for about an hour. And then after the workout, the coach came and gave me a paper. Hey, your parents have to sign a waiver.
Uh-huh.
So take this home, bring it back tomorrow. I was so happy. I was so excited. I took it home. My mom ripped it up. And she said, I like your face the way it is. I like your face.
That's
You're not
what it
going to
is.
box.
Yeah.
You're not going to box. I like your face the way it is.
Mm-hmm.
I cried, and then, I ended up playing football instead. So.
Okay.
Which is a lot too, Mom. Why'd you
Yeah.
sign off on that, Mom?
Yeah, exactly.
What position in football?
I played free safety and corner. So
Okay.
Oh, okay. So you were hitting people
Yeah.
either
I
way.
was hitting
Yeah.
people.
She's like,
making
I want
interceptions.
you to
Yeah.
hit people. I don't want people to hit you.
Exactly.
Let's go.
Yeah. No, they hit you back. Trust me.
Yeah,
in
true
football.
that, true
In
that.
football, they hit you back. So
Would you have thought like of a boxing name?
Myself?
Yeah, like a nickname. You must have like some nickname, bro.
Oh my God, that's a good one. I've never been asked that. You know
I'll
what?
give
That's
you
a
one.
good one.
I don't know if you've
Yeah.
ever seen. So our youngest son, he's 5 years old, and he goes with us to the fights a lot. Shout out to Anthony, because Anthony makes sure that shit happens. But he's right there. He loves Canelo, and he knows his poses, and he just natural. Like he has like a hard swing, and I'm seeing it, and I'm like, damn, he's gonna want to be a boxer, because we're around it and we love it. We're a boxing family, right?
Yeah.
But I'm thinking the same thing like your mom. Like I don't want him to get hit.
Yeah.
Like that. That's gonna hurt. I'm gonna hurt the first day someone touches him, right?
Yeah.
And you can only hope they never get touched and you're just that good. But I don't know. It's just it's a fear, a motherly instinct. So
You're gonna get hit. I'm telling you.
Yeah.
I mean, even the best fighters in the world,
Mhm.
you name it. Mayweather
Yeah.
used to get hit.
Mhm.
But it's a great sport.
Yeah.
Discipline wise and everything. And I trained that. I ended up training after. I never competed, but I trained.
Yeah.
And,
The discipline part of it.
The
Yep.
discipline part of it. The workout is great.
Mhm.
I mean, you see boxers. Male and female, they have great bodies.
Yeah.
Because they work so hard. They diet. They work. They run. That's their life. But yeah, no, I guess I've never thought about that about a name. So
Yeah.
I
We need
can't
to
really
figure out
answer
your
that.
name.
Yeah.
What is
I
it?
know. I don't know. I feel like El Golfer. You know what?
El Golfer.
Because you lied and you scammed us.
yeah.
Okay? You think it's Oscar? No, it's this fool right here. We went to this Top Golf event in Vegas.
Yeah.
And we suck. Okay, we suck. We do mini golf is the most we've ever played golf.
Yeah.
And we're there looking stupid. Like how do you choose what is it? A puck? No,
Yeah.
it's not a puck. That's
A
hockey.
club.
A club.
Yeah.
Y ahí vienes tú. You're like, oh, I've never played. Me neither. Let me try. Let me see. You were like white men can't jumping
Yes.
of golf.
Yeah, playing
You were
possum.
Mexicans can't golf.
Yeah, he was playing
And-
possum.
Yeah, and you're like, oh, let me see. And then you swing it, and that shit just
Boom.
flies in the air
Look
like you
like
hit a
Tiger
home run.
Woods.
Yeah, but I'm sure
That's
like
funny.
that's cool too. Like being in these spaces, and not to be stereotypical about like us and only knowing mini golf, but I don't really see Latinos like that on the golf course. Or like really doing it. You're a certain type of Latino. You're probably like high ranking luxury vibes. I get it. I get it. But like even being in that like understanding like your presence and your example and those things that you do, they trickle down. Cause now we
Yeah.
want to fucking learn how to golf. Fool.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
that's fun. No, look, they're out there.
Mhm.
The Latinos are coming.
Mhm.
They're coming. I keep saying that. They're coming.
Yeah.
They just need opportunities.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And I mean, just our background as Latinos, we're hardworking.
Yeah.
The African American, they're coming too as well.
Mhm.
They do a lot too.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
That community, they're coming. You're starting to see more and more golfers. Tiger
Mhm.
Woods opened the door
He
Yeah.
did.
for them, and in many ways, Oscar did. Oscar's
Yeah.
iconic for us.
Mhm.
Yeah.
His accomplishments really have opened up the door for a lot of us. So, it takes people like them to make a difference, and I try to teach the same thing to the younger generation.
Yeah.
If you get that opportunity, you make the most of it.
Yeah.
Trailblazers.
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
they
You're
trailblaze.
gonna have to work a little harder than everyone else.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But if you do that, you're gonna earn the respect of everyone.
Oh,
So-
for
Yeah.
sure. Speaking of earning respect, Jaime Munguía, he is the guy to watch. I'm seeing him up in Big Bear, and he's taking this serious.
Yes.
He really wants to fight, and he's gonna fight Derevyachenko, who also on his own, he's fought Triple G. He's fought the guys that we feel like, okay, like we want to see those boxers for Munguía, right?
Yes.
So he's downloaded the data, so to speak,
Yeah.
right, of all of these fighters, and he's not to be underestimated either.
He's dangerous.
Yeah, going into this
dangerous.
fight, how do
Yeah.
you feel about both Munguía and Derevyachenko?
Well, it's the best fight that he's had in his career.
Mm-hmm.
It's the best opponent. He's fighting the guy that fought the guys that don't want to fight Munguía.
Yeah, because
So it's a
Munguía
good
has
it's-
that much potential.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's a good measuring stick. Derevyachenko, a lot of people had him beating Triple G. Triple G's a great champion,
Mm-hmm.
but that was a very close fight. It could
Yeah.
have gone
Yeah.
either way.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I think one of the judges had it.
Might have sided, yeah.
Yeah, had it for Derevyachenko. So it was a split decision win. But look, it's the next step in his career.
Yeah.
A lot of these guys are avoiding Jaime for a reason. He's big, he's strong, he's a big puncher, he's very exciting, aggressive. This is going to be a great fight.
Mm-hmm.
We do this every day for a living, and it's work for us. But every once in a while, fights like this, you become a fan.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
So when that bell rings, I'm gonna be sitting down ringside. I'm gonna be a fan. I'm gonna
Yeah.
grab popcorn,
Yeah.
maybe a little cerveza,
Yeah.
and I'm gonna enjoy it because that's gonna be a great fight.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I asked Oscar when we sat down with him a couple weeks ago, what's so special about Munguía that he feels like dude, this guy's the
Nice.
guy, right? So I'm gonna ask you the same question. Like, what is it about Munguia that you feel like is so special?
You know, he's got that classic Mexican style.
Mm-hmm.
You know, almost like a young Julio César Chávez.
Wow.
where
Yep.
he just keeps that pressure. He keeps coming, throwing combinations, moving his head. It's just relentless, and that's the style that gives a lot of fighters problems.
Yeah.
You know, and he reminds me a lot of like a young Chavez.
Yeah.
Wow.
You know, or a young Eric Morales, who was a great
Yes.
fighter as well, one of the greatest in Mexican history,
Mhm.
and it happens to be his trainer.
Yeah.
So I see a lot of
Sheesh.
similarities
Yep.
there.
Yeah.
You see it getting
Nice.
passed down to him. That data is
Yeah.
gonna be incredible. That's
It
that's
is.
priceless stuff. And
Yeah.
choosing your trainer and that collaboration is so important because you're
is.
also gaining their experience, their talent, their skill set, what their minds went through in the ring. So I love that
Wow.
that
It is.
relationship. And you
Yeah.
know what also about him? Yeah, he's cool. Like we went to interview with this fool. Like we're talking about Jordans. You know, he likes gaming. You know, he likes buchonas. Like he's the vibe, and I think that's what
He's down to earth. He's down.
super
Yeah.
down to
He
earth.
really is a kid. You know, he really is a kid. A lot of this stuff's new for him.
Mm-hmm.
You know, we see these athletes, and a lot of them, they're just kids. You
Yeah.
know? And you know, they like doing things what the kids love doing. And a lot of us outside of the sport, or the ones that are not fighting,
Yeah.
you know, we hold them in this high esteem, and they're supposed to. We think to ourselves, they're supposed to be a certain way, act a certain way. But they're young too. They're just learning it. They're learning.
Yeah.
It. They're learning to play the game.
Okay, you brought up Chavez, and clearly we have to bring up Chavez when we
Yeah,
talk
yeah.
about Oscar.
Yeah.
You were there at the time of the De La Hoya Chavez fight.
Yes.
As his homie, did you want him to win, or did
No,
you
of
want
course.
Chavez to win?
No, of course.
Because there's just a like we love Jesucristo and we love Chavez.
You
know, like-
yeah.
Look, Chavez was our hero,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
and it was a little weird
Yeah.
because, you know, I was there, you know, in our living room cheering every Chavez fight,
Mhm.
and getting
Yeah.
excited, and having the barbecue, the carne asada.
Yeah.
And when he fought him, it was a little bittersweet,
Yeah.
but that's like my brother. That's my, you know, that's who
Yeah.
I grew up with.
Yeah.
And I was like, I had to pinch I couldn't
What a
believe he was
moment.
fighting Chavez.
Yep.
Yeah.
I just couldn't believe it.
Yeah.
And it was just like a dream. Like, is he really gonna fight him? And
Mm-hmm.
you know, let's see what happens. Are they gonna get in the ring? And it was like that. And then to see him perform and dominate,
Yeah.
it
That
was
was
just
low
ecstatic.
key. Yeah, that
was
set
ecstatic.
that put his name
Yeah.
to the main, not even just the mainstream, but it's like that solidified De La Hoya too,
Yeah.
like beating the great.
But
It
you have
gave
to-
him a lot of hate,
Yeah.
It did. It
but
did.
then he earned that fight.
It did.
Yeah.
But now, after a couple of generations have passed, people appreciate him for that. Now
Oh,
he's
yeah.
more accepted.
For sure.
Mhm.
But you see, you have to understand. I lived through the Olympics as well, so I kind of had a
Yeah.
little bit of that moment already. Nobody was expecting him to win the gold medal.
Yeah.
A lot of us were
Damn.
like, "What? From East LA? Nah, you ain't gonna do it. Come
Yeah.
on,
Yeah.
come on, come back.
Like, yeah, I'll go with you on this
Come
field
back.
trip.
It was
Like,
it was
cool,
a
it'd be
nice
cool.
trip.
Yeah,
it was a nice
yeah.
trip to Spain.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Come back. But when he won that gold medal, it was incredible. It was incredible,
Mhm.
and he did it for all of us. And you know, we all felt in East LA like we won something.
That's
Yeah.
real.
And we didn't do anything. We never
Yeah,
we never
we
put
just
on
know
a
the guy.
glove.
Yeah.
You know, we
Yeah.
never got on that ring. He did it. But you know, that connection to what he did, he lifted us all up.
Yeah.
And it's beautiful.
Yeah.
It's beautiful. Whether you like him now or not,
Right.
whether you're a fan of his or you're a hater,
You can't deny the
you
work
can't deny
or
that
the
he did
example.
that,
Yep.
and it's pretty special.
And he always put East LA like in the forefront. Like, I'm from East LA. Like, I'm not
Mhm.
just from LA.
Yeah.
You know, and me being like a kid from like, I'm from LA, but like a different part, like more like the West Side, like
Yeah,
Lennox.
the richer kids.
Yeah.
No, we're Lennox.
No. He was
definitely
rich.
not.
He was rich.
Okay.
Nah,
yeah.
I was-
His parents were divorced, so he had things from both houses. It was really
Okay.
crazy.
No, that was later.
Yeah.
No,
Double Christmas. Double Christmas.
Double
Yeah.
Christmas. Yeah.
that did happen. But I just remember thinking like I didn't really even know where East LA was, but I knew that this was when I was younger.
Mhm.
But I just knew that that's where Oscar De La Hoya was from.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And I was just like, damn, that's dope.
was.
And I remember watching the Chavez and Oscar fight, and we were just happened to watch that fight in East LA with some of my dad's friends, and the whole house was split.
Oh yeah.
Nobody
Definitely
could
split.
decide. Everybody was happy and sad, like when they
was
when like Oscar,
bittersweet. It was
everything was
bittersweet.
just so
And it
like
was just
nobody
different
knew how to feel.
generations too. It would be similar to
Yeah.
to like a fight with Ryan now. That's why I think people have so much trouble. It's like they bring in the next generation, whoever the new school is, because like we said, it's a social media age now, and it's either you have to tap in or you're just gonna be behind. We can only stick to, like, I guess, I think people may think if we're not doing it the old way, then we're not staying true to our roots. But it's all about like the evolution, you know? And
and it
for those people that bring it in, because like an Oscar, like a Ryan, they're bringing in that new evolution of boxing.
It inspires people. It inspires people, and it shows people that it's okay to dream. It's okay to have a dream, because you know what? This country's made of dreams. This world is made of dreams, you know? I mean, if you really think about it, you know, people that, you know, you're always going to have people putting you down.
Yeah.
You're always going to have people hating on you and saying, you can't do it, you can't do it. You got to block that out.
Yeah.
You got to block that out. And if you stay true and you work for it, it's a dream. And that's what, you know, this world's built on dreams. You know, think about it. You know, whoever thought we were going to go to the moon? You know, people they probably laughed. You know, back then. I mean, we didn't live in that era, but they were laughing.
I don't know if we went to the moon, fool. So
I'm
please
not
use another
100%
example.
sure.
They said it was the Hollywood lot. I'm kidding.
Exactly, right? Yeah.
But even then, we look at that. It's like, that's so crazy that it's almost unbelievable.
Yes.
You know?
Even now,
and this is a true, like you said, it's rags to riches. We were poor in the playground.
And anybody.
And now we're like on top of the world.
Anybody who's ever been successful, you guys, you had to have the dream first. You had to think about it. It was a thought. And then you put a plan together.
Yep.
Yeah.
Right? Did you guys ever think you were going to be working here?
Not
when you were kids?
Not me.
Right? You guys were going to be what?
I dreamt
police officers?
I used to
Oh, she looked at you. You
social
look like
workers,
a
police
I'm a social
officers.
worker.
No, because you know, because that's what we're taught.
Yeah.
You know, because that's
what we're
like,
expected.
it's attainable. That's,
get
you
a
know,
good job.
Yeah.
Don't
that's
take
attainable.
risks. Just
Yeah,
get a good job.
You're going to be the manager at Ralph's.
Exactly.
Whatever it is, you know. But to be where you guys are, be in entertainment or whatever your dream is, you had to think about it first, dream about it. And, you know, again, I like talking about this because I like inspiring the younger generation, the kids. I talk to my kids about it myself. You know, hey, whatever it is you want, you're going to have the support. We're going to help you. We're going to, you know, we'll give you advice, but you got to put in the work. You got to do it yourself.
Yeah.
Oh, man, I love to see that.
Yeah.
And I see that every time I go into the Golden Boy building. I see not only, and what I love, because that's what this crew is too, not only is it a business and you guys are doing amazing, but you still have that jokey attitude with each other. You're still family, for better or for worse. That's how it feels in here. Like, because that's literally my best friend. This is literally a brother to me. Like, and we're able to win with each other. And that's going to make sure we stand through the trials and tribulations, because they're going to come. You know?
Well, that's the thing. You know, you're absolutely right. Anything you're trying to accomplish in life, whether, you know, it's doing what you guys are doing or going to school or whatever it is, you have to surround yourself. You have to have your team that's going to support you. Yeah. Because there's going to be many of haters out there. Many. That's going to be that's a given.
It's a given, yeah.
There's going to be, whether it could be a family member, it could be a brother, a sister, a tío, a tía, and they'll tell, you're going to be a what? You're going to be a senator. Shut up. You're going to be a congressman. You know what, though? You have to block those people out. Yeah. Surround yourself with good people that are positive. Yeah. Because nobody likes people that are negative. Yeah. And just keep reinforcing. And if you have people that are negative around you, you have to get rid of them. It's okay to keep a relationship. Yeah. Just don't keep them close. You know.
You got to learn that lesson.
You got to learn that. Yeah. And that helps.
Yeah. So in your position, I would assume that you meet like a lot of these fighters really young, right? And then they grow up, and then they start doing really well, and you obviously grow like a friendship, you know, and you just like, I know he's my fighter, but I care about him as a person. Yes. Are there times where you deal with like a conflict of interest of like, this is the best fight for him, maybe going forward, but as his friend, I don't know if I want him to do it, or some sort of scenario like that?
Yeah. It happens all the time. Yeah. Look, I met Canelo when he was 14 years old. I signed him when he was 18. Wow. He was with us for 12 years. I made all his fights, all of them. And he was such a good kid.
Right.
Yeah. Canelo was such a good kid. He was loyal to us. Early on, we had to take some chances. Yeah. But the good thing about him is that he always believed in himself.
Yeah.
He's one of the strongest-minded people I've met in this world.
Wow.
He really is.
Yeah.
You know, nothing was too big. And that's one thing that I admired about him, because he had that good team around him
And a good
that would
head on his
encourage him.
shoulders.
Yeah.
And so with Canelo, I went through that a lot because that was like the best work I've done so far in my career.
And that's
Yeah.
your signee, so you have such a
Exactly.
yep.
Yeah.
So I
mhm,
have that personal touch.
mhm.
I've been to his house in Guadalajara, his ranch, his house in San Diego. I lived all that through him.
Yeah.
Mhm.
You know, and there was times where we took on some tough fights, and we knew it. We knew that it
Mhm.
was going to be tough, but we felt that he was ready.
Right.
You know, he was ready for it.
Yeah.
And we live that every day now. You know,
Yeah.
Virgil Ortiz is another kid that I
Yeah.
signed. I signed him when he was 17 years old.
Wow.
And Virgil's like one of the best fighters I've ever seen in my life.
Yeah.
You know, Virgil's
His
such
boxing
a great
IQ
kid.
is
Yeah.
natural.
Nobody works harder than Virgil Ortiz. This kid, 24/7, boxing on his mind.
Mhm.
And he's such a good person, a good kid, you know, great background. His dad, he's got that support system there. And that's a kid, you know, we have a fight July 8th with him.
Yep.
It's a very tough fight. It's a dangerous fight.
Yeah.
There's a chance he can lose,
Mhm.
but it's what we signed up for.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's boxing, you know, it's a sport at the end of the day.
And
Yeah.
you trust that work
Yeah.
ethic. It's like Kobe mindset almost. It's
It
like
is.
always be thinking of the game, of
It
the
is.
of the
It
of
is.
of the sport.
Yeah, the training's always for boxers. The training should always be harder than the fight itself.
Wow.
Okay? Because
Mhm.
once you get to the fight, it's going to be a breeze. It's easy
Yeah.
because you put in the work. You know?
Yeah. Muscle
You know,
memory.
you're the one that woke up at 4:30 and you're the
Yeah.
one that did
Yeah.
those 10 miles jogging. You're the one that did that sparring for 15
Yeah.
rounds or whatever it is.
Yeah.
So
So if you put in the work, that's what gives you the confidence that you can achieve anything.
yeah.
That's
Wow.
freaking cool.
That's
Yeah.
dope.
Oh my gosh. This is why I
That's
love boxing.
Yeah.
This type of shit, Eric. No,
Wanna
thank
get in
you.
the ring right now.
No. Thank you so much for coming through. Again, Jaime
Thank you,
Munguía,
guys.
Sergey Derevyachenko. I already talked to you about Oscar Duarte.
Saturday.
Yeah, this Saturday. But Oscar Duarte, some a young up and comer too that you guys signed, and I saw him at the fight in Long Beach, JoJo's fight, and the crowd is cheering for him. And
Yes.
I know with boxing, and clearly like we're a hip hop station, when we have events, people are like rah rah rah. With boxing, it's like everybody's tapped in and watching, right?
Yeah.
But he got the fanfare, and it was the weigh-in.
Yeah.
It was like it wasn't even anything that was built to be that crazy,
Yeah.
but to see that support that he's getting, I'm really excited to see what he's got coming.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we got a bunch of kids like that are coming
Yeah.
up, and
Mosley
it's-
Jr. is gonna be fighting
Mosley
too.
Jr.
Oh,
I
yeah.
mean, that's another kid that's knocking on the door for a world title. He's got a tough fight
Wow.
on Saturday. Great kid as well. Great
Mhm.
personality. For me, that's what gives me the pleasure and what I do is seeing these guys achieve their goals, growing. They grow with us.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah,
They grow with us, and you give them the opportunity, and they break down that door
yeah,
Yeah.
because these kids are hungry.
yeah.
They're hungry, and it's great. That's the beautiful part about our
Yeah.
job.
Mm-hmm. Oh
Definitely.
yeah, and that's what makes these
Yeah.
fights worth it, because the story takes you everywhere.
Exactly.
You know, I wanted to talk to you real quick before we wrap about Rocha too. It's someone that the crowd has fallen in love with. We talk about like getting like a fanfare on social media. I see the love people have for him. He's a Santa Ana kid.
Yeah.
He was fat when he was younger. Like it's like I told him, I'm like, you're like the J. Cole of boxing. Like it's just like everyone just has like a little soft spot in their heart for you that gets to know you because he's a sweet kid too.
He is the nicest kid. His
Mhm.
discipline he's right there with Virgil as well. In
Mhm.
fact, they're friends. They've worked out together. They sparred together. I'm really excited about Alexis Rocha.
Mm.
He was named earlier a couple months back the mandatory to Crawford.
Yep.
And we
Oh.
were working
Yep,
to
and
do
then-
that
yep.
fight, but
Yeah.
now
The Errol
Crawford's
Spence,
gonna
yep.
fight Spence, which is a great fight.
Yeah.
It's great
Yeah.
for boxing.
Yeah.
But guess what? He's in line to fight the winner.
Nice.
He's in line to
Ooh.
fight the winner,
And
he
ready
wants
for
that.
it.
And he's ready, and he
Yeah.
wants that.
That's major.
And that's what you want in a fighter.
Mhm.
It doesn't matter how big the opponent is or whatever. If you want the best, that's the only way you're gonna achieve these goals. So yeah, I love Alexis Rocha. He's great. He's
Yeah.
great as well.
That's amazing.
No, thank you so much, Eric Gomez, for coming through. We
Appreciate
know
you.
the fucking president, fool.
Yeah.
We know el presidente.
Presidente.
Eric Gomez, Golden Boy. And make sure you tap in. We'll be giving away tickets. And when you win with us, this is what's really cool, Eric. They win tickets with us. They also qualify for the grand prize, which is a photo in the ring, floor seats, which I can't even get those, Anthony. And
They're sold out. We're sold out with floor seats.
sheesh.
Wow.
And signed gloves, okay? That's what you qualify for when you win with us. Keep it here, though. It's Power 106, LA's #1 for hip hop.